And hello, this is wakasm Plays Dungeon Pages Underboss. This is my second session playing this game. Today we are going to be playing as the Grim Vampire. Yep, so if you didn't watch my first playthrough, in my first video I covered basically all the rules of the game, so today we're just going to do a playthrough and I'll try to remind everyone of rules as I go. It's been a little bit, so hopefully I don't get any rules wrong, but I have this nice little cheat sheet right here to help me remember the different phases and what we can do on a turn. As for my channel, my schedule is still very non-existent, which is why I haven't been playing too many games on the channel. Still doing two jobs, my old job that I've been at for 13 years, and then a new job that's taken over a bunch of time. The second job I'm hoping is not permanent. I'm hoping to find something better at some point, but it is what it is. So that's where all my free time's going, working two jobs and being a father and just, you know, adult things. So again, goal is to eventually consolidate all that down into one great job. I mean, I would love to be able to stream and record YouTube videos full time, but unfortunately that hasn't been in the cards for me. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll cross that 1,000 subscriber line, but not today, unfortunately. So anyway, that's why we're playing Dungeon Pages today, because it's quicker, and we're just gonna get going and see how things go. So before we start the game, we have to make some decisions about how we want to build our boss character. And this character has a unique layout. It's kind of like a big cross. Definitely different than the dragon that we played as last time. And it has some interesting abilities. Dominate is really strong. I should probably use a different color. Dominate is really strong because basically if you invest pretty heavily into it, you can stop them from not using their attacks or special abilities, which is probably pretty important in this one. The reason why I say that is because the heroes in this one have a lot of weird effects. Not only they do damage, but they seem to have some very mean effects. For instance, this character, anytime he attacks, also hits the boss, so he activates a lot. We're gonna be losing a lot of health. Riley lowers the evil dice by 1, which can be really annoying if you're trying to activate some 6s. We may or may not go for 6 abilities because of this character, not to mention that they also have like the full 10 health, which is going to be an issue. This character attacks 1 to the first monster it passes when moving or entering the dungeon, and then also attacks a column. This attacks a column, this attacks a row. So there is a lot of damage that I think could be coming out really quickly. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how we play this. I'm not really sure what the best course of action is gonna be. I'm gonna be winging it as I go, but this could really help fix some of that. And then we got some basic damage abilities here. We can just do damage on this space if we want to. And then we have Confuse, which is we deal 1 damage to the hero, and then every time the hero attacks, they also damage heroes in their range, which could be good. But talking about powers that are really strong, we also have Amador, the cleric, who every time he activates, he actually removes a status effect. So he has to go if we want to be able to use Confuse. So yeah, we may not lean into Confuse. Also of note, we have underlings, which if we cross out, we can add 1 to an evil die, which helps us get to numbers that we may want. We have a guardian who can do a lot of damage. He starts off by doing 1 to things adjacent, but when he gets upgraded, he could do 2 damage to anything surrounding. And surrounding is if the guardian's here, So adjacent is here, 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 here. Surrounding is all of this, but his third level is surrounding. It's still surrounding, but he can target 2 things instead of just targeting 1 thing. So, and does 3 damage. So if we can somehow upgrade this 6 times, that's going to help us out a lot. But it's also going to waste a lot of time, and I think we're going to end up taking too much damage if we try to go too hard into that. But they also, when they kill stuff, you get a free level on things, so could be worth it. But we also have a snake pit that's upgradable, and basically if a hero is marked adjacent to the trap, then they take damage equal to the trap's levels. So we're starting off with 1 damage, but this could become a 3 damage trap, but this requires a 6 to get both upgraded and placed on the map. So we'll see how this works. I don't know. So yeah, we have to prep our hero, and I think not our hero, our underboss. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 1 maneuver cost. This lets us re-roll one die. So I think I'm gonna do that right here, and then I think I'll take a dominate too. Actually, no, I just realized that I only have. So the way this works, again, we've already kind of covered it in the previous one, but we have to do these dungeons in order here. Why is this not working? There we go. Yeah, so we have to do these dungeons in order, and we only get 4 crystals to start with. I think I'm gonna do something. I don't know if this is interesting or not, but I think I'm just gonna do this. And I'm just gonna get 2 rerolls. The rerolls let me reroll any die, so I assume that I can reroll the good dice. I don't actually know. As always, there seems to be rules ambiguities that you have to decide on your own. Actually, no, activate a boss ability happens during evil dice, so I guess we can't use that to reroll good dice. Alright, so we're gonna hope that we can get some upgrades in this first dungeon. So let's get started. As a reminder, this roll trigger is not actually part of the game. It's something that I added just to help not have to reroll dice that I have tied to other abilities. I do have to figure out where I want to draw our underboss. Where do I want to draw our underboss? That's not what I meant to do. Guess we're gonna put him. I mean, it doesn't really matter where I put him actually, because I don't have any abilities that they care about. Like he can't attack. I guess we'll just put him here. Maybe. Is that where I want to put the boss? I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, we'll put him right here. I don't think it really matters. I probably should like put him over here if I'm being honest, but or like down here. Yeah, we're gonna put him down here. I don't think he has to fully be on the map, does he? I don't remember. Yeah, drawn with he must be drawn entirely within the grid. So yeah, never mind. Back to my original plan. We're gonna put him here. Oops, that was poorly done. Let's do that again. So as a reminder, if you're unfamiliar with this game, this is a print and play version. I just kind of have mine adapted to be used digitally. It just makes it easier for recording, and I don't know, I tend to play my roll and writes digitally, like on a tablet or on a PC. I've printed out many roll and writes and then I just end up not using them. I don't know why. Probably something I should change, but yeah. But if you were to buy this game, you could just print it on a piece of paper, bring your own dice, bring your own pen and paper. So, all right, let's get started. So we're gonna roll. We're just gonna start turn one. We're gonna roll our evil dice. We're gonna roll the good dice. And we're gonna activate the good dice first. So first, Amador's gonna come out. Comes out the door right here, and he just goes down one. So this is where he's gonna start. And he attacks the entire row. So since the boss is in this row, whoops, he attacks, and the boss is going to take 1 damage right off the bat. Boom. All right. Maybe a better play. Actually, this boss just seems like it's just good. They're going to take a lot of damage no matter what happens. I feel like this is going to be a rough one. But we do have 2 evil dice. We have a 6 and we have a 4. I think I'm going to first try and upgrade our snake pit. So I think we're going to lock this in. And we're going to use one of our M's, one of our maneuver, and we're going to reroll this 4 and see if we can get something interesting out of it. We got a 3. Let's reroll it one more time. All right, we were hoping for 6. It didn't happen. So we are just going to, I think, upgrade our snake pit. Actually, I want to do that differently. I think I want to do it this way. So it's more visible. Actually, is red probably better? There you go. We want to upgrade it with the 6, and then we will just put an underling on the board right here and do a damage to Amador. So Amador is going to take 1 damage. And then now if I want to, I can cross out the underling to add 1 to an evil die. So if we get a 5, I could probably use that to make it a 6. But we also want to upgrade the guardians too. So I think we're going to spend a lot of time on this map upgrading and seeing how much damage we take. Anyway, that is the end of the first turn. Let's roll. All right, so Mirror is going to come out. I feel like Mirror, actually no. Mirror attacks in a column, so there's a good chance she always is going to hit us. I don't know who I want to activate, to be honest. But Mirror is going to come out. She kind of goes to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's going to end up right there. That's not what I meant to do. She is number 2. She's going to end up right here. And her thing is going to roll the dice to determine a column and deal 1 to all monsters and boss in that column. So this is where the trigger dice is going to come into play. We're going to roll. So she's going to attack column 5. Since the boss is in that column, we're going to take a damage. So now we have a 5 and a 2. The 2 is not really helpful, so we'll lock in the 5 first. And we are going to re-roll this. Let's re-roll one more time and hope we don't get a 1. Alright, a 2 is still usable. So we're just going to upgrade. Maybe the X is better. Maybe I should be doing it like this. We're just going to upgrade the Guardian. And we have the Spike Pit upgraded as well. So we're not going to do any damage this turn. And yeah, we're going to roll and we're going to roll. We're investing for our future. Alright, so Mira's going to go again. She's going to move to the right 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And same thing, she's gonna roll. We're hoping for a 1. Yeah, look at that, we got a 1. So she attacks this column right here. And does no damage because we got nothing in there. So it's actually good luck. And then we have a 4 and a 3. We could just upgrade the Guardian. Although I do kind of want to upgrade that Snake Pit too. Snake Pit would be really good, actually. All right, we're gonna take a chance. We're gonna lock in a 4, and we're gonna re-roll this once. Okay, 1 is definitely not. We want anything but a 1. Okay, so we're kind of back to where we started. All right, so we're just gonna upgrade the Guardian again, and now the Guardian doesn't do this anymore. They now do 2 damage to 1 target in a surrounding area. So that should be helpful. Alright, so let's roll and roll. Alright, 6s are good for us because no good, not good dice, no heroes activate. Which this kind of gives us a free path. So we're going to lock into this, and we're just going to reroll this. Oh, look at that. Okay, perfect. So we got double 6s. So what that's going to let us do is going to let us upgrade the Snake Pit. Then we're also going to drop a Snake Pit. Now, I think I'm just going to simply put the Snake Pit right here. And the reason why I'm going to do that, try to explain my thought process on this, is we know that Amador goes this way, so he's guaranteed to take damage, but also we know in order for them to escape, a hero has to end up here, and it has to end up here unless I end up being forced to use a dice in a way that I don't want to. So that's going to be 3 damage to 2 heroes or 1 hero depending on what happens. And I don't think there's anything out that can remove that trap as well, so that's going to be pretty strong for us, I think. Alright, so that was a good round. We're going to roll and roll. Okay, so 5 is Riley. Riley moves like Mira. So Riley's going to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't land there, so they're just going to keep moving until they can land. They're going to land right here. And then if any evil dice are higher than Riley's die, reduce them by 1 each. Well, Riley's die is a 5, so we don't need to do that. But then they are going to attack everything surrounding. And everything surrounding is this. They're not confused. If they were confused, that'd be good, but they're not. So they're just going to attack us, but they are attacking our critical spot. And if I remember correctly, we take an extra damage. It's been a while, so I gotta double check that. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah, that's how it worked. I had to look it up real quick, but so we are going to take 2 damage. 1, 2. So we're almost a 4th down in our damage, or in our health pool. So that's not good, but we do have 2 free dice to use right now. We try to reroll for more 6s. I think that's going to be the play. I reroll for 6s. If I get a 6, drop down another trap. If not, upgrade the Guardian. The Guardian needs 4 more points of upgrades to get that extra damage out. So yeah, since we have 2 maneuvers, we'll hold on to this one. Let's roll. Alright, so we're back to where we started. So we are just going to put a Guardian out, I think. Probably the most efficient thing that we could do. And I think we're just gonna put who do we not like the most? We don't like Amador the most, Mira the second most. Let's attack Mira, I think. We'll put a Guardian right here. Guardian is going to attack surrounding, so they're going to attack Mira because they attack everything around it, but they can only target one thing. So Mira is going to take 2 damage. Still not bad. And I don't think anyone's gotten any treasures yet, so we're still good there. All right, so we're gonna roll. All right, so Mirror is going to move again. So where is Mirror right now? Mirror is right here. Mirror is going to move. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Mirror is gonna step in the way of the trap for Amador. Because there's a snake pit right here, they're gonna take 3 damage. So let's do that first. That's success in my book. 1, 2, 3. But they also get the key because they crossed over the key. So if they survive, that's gonna affect the score at the end of the game. I don't remember exactly how it works. I think if you kill them, you just get the full 10, and if they're still alive, then you just deduct whatever they stole. I don't think anything they steal matters before then. Anyway, she's going to attack a random column. So we're going to roll the trigger die. She rolls a 6, so she's going to attack this last column. She's going to hit me right there. So we're going to lose another health. So we are down 5 health now. So hopefully we can survive this, but I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna roll. All right, Mira is going again. She really wants to kill us. So wait, no, we didn't do our thing. I don't remember what I rolled. Oh no. 1 second. All right, I checked the tape and I rolled a 1 and a 4, so I have to do this first, and then I have to re-roll these and then activate her. First I got to do this, so I'm going to re-roll this first one more time. Okay, 2 4s, so I have to use them in some way, and I think we're just going to activate a Guardian, and I think the best place to activate the Guardian right now is going to be right here. All right, so drop a Guardian there, and we're going to do 2 damage to... Actually, you know what? We're going to, instead of activating the Guardian, we are going to upgrade the Guardian this turn. Because Riley's special power is not that strong with what we have going on right now. Then now I have to set this to a 2 and a 5. That's what I had re-rolled. Whoops. And now I have to activate Mirror again. Gotta go move 1, 2, 3, 4. And she's gonna attack a random column. She attacks column 3. And there's no monsters in this column. So she keeps missing the monsters, so that's pretty good. We still have this underling that we can use if we need to. What do I want to do? I want to take a damage. That's what I need to do. Take a damage from that. And then now I get to use these dice. So we're going to lock in the 5. We're going to roll this. We're going to see if we get a 6. We don't. So I think now I'm going to drop a golem over here. This does speed things up for us a little bit because we are emptying spaces, but Mirror's kind of close to death, so we can kind of knock her out. That helps us a little bit because she's pretty much guaranteed to hit us every single round she activates. A lot of the enemies are guaranteed to do that, but hers specifically, because of the attacking any column at random, means there's a 5 and 6 shot she attacks us every time. So he's going to attack down and deal 2 points of damage. So she has 2 life left. And then now we're going to roll and roll. All right, so 5 is Riley again. We're going to cross out Riley here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't land here, so they're going to land right here. No evil dice are higher than Riley. Gonna attack surrounding again, so I'm gonna take 2 damage. Maybe Riley is the one we should have attacked instead. I'm taking 2 more damage, unfortunately. And yeah, so now we got to decide what we want to do with our dice here. Well, let's just re-roll some stuff and see what happens. I don't want to get a 1 though. Well, I got a 1. Alright, I got back to a 4. So I could just use an existing golem to attack, and that's what I'm going to do. We're going to attack Mira, and Mira's going to die. Maybe I should be attacking Riley, but we're still going to go with the Mira strategy. So we've killed 1 of the 4 heroes. That's good, I think. I don't know. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's not. All right. And that's it for the turn. Riley went. We activated our thing. We used this golem to attack down. All right, so Mira's dead. So now Finley's going to come out. He is the next character. He attacks 1 to the first monster he crosses. So he's going to kill this underling. And he's going to come down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And then he attacks the column. And there's nothing in the column. Well, actually, no. We're in the column, so he does 1 point of damage to us. All right, and then we have a 4 and a 1. We're going to reroll this 1 first, for sure. We got a 5. We do not have the ability to increase it anymore, so we are going to just see if we can get a 6 and hope we don't get a 1. Of course, we got a 1. Oh, we get 2 rerolls though. Okay. So now we can upgrade the Guardian or use the Guardian to attack. Oh wait, the Guardian killed Mira, so we get a free upgrade. I forgot about that. This monster kills the hero, you place 1 level dot on any monster or trap. So I think because of that, we're just going to upgrade. We're 1 away to get this targeting 2, which is going to be very important, I think. So we're going to roll and roll. 6, they don't do anything. That's really good for us. And we got a 6. So we're just going to lock this in and see if we can get another 6. We did not get another 6. So we are going to put down a snake spike pit. I think we're going to put it right here. Now we'll deal damage to these 3 spaces, but we do have to use a 4 on something. The only thing we can do with a 4 is drop an underling down somewhere. So I think we're going to drop an underling right here, since it's the only space that can do any kind of damage. So for one damage to Riley. All right, that's it. If we can roll another 6 on the good dice, we will be in very good shape, I think. All right, we're gonna lock this in. We gotta activate this first. So this is gonna be Finley. So Finley's gonna come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't land here, so they're gonna land right here. So the good news is Finley takes 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. The bad news, actually, they also passed over this Guardian. They do 1 damage to the Guardian. The Guardian's gone. But the bad news is they're in this column, which means I'm going to take 2 points of damage. So we do not have a lot of health left. So this is getting a little bit scary. We have a 5 and a 1. I think we're going to just aim to try to get a 5. So I can make this a 6 and get another trap down. That could be really dangerous if something lands right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If Finley activates again, or I can upgrade the Guardian. I'm just going to upgrade the Guardian, I think. Give us some flexibility. I could have used the Underling to make this a 6. But doing 6 damage to a bunch of stuff is also really good. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Maybe I should have dropped the trap here. Maybe dropping the trap here would have been a smarter move. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna drop the trap. We're gonna cross out this Underling, make this a 6, and then we are going to drop another trap here in hopes that something lands between them and takes a lot of damage. And then we do have to use this 3. Let's just re-roll it twice. Try to get another 6. Did not. So we have to use it as an Underling or a Razor Spring. I think we'll just use it as an Underling, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll just use it right here and do 1 more damage to Finley, maybe. Yeah, it's the only spot where I can do anything with it. All right. So we're going to roll and roll. All right. Riley is going to go. Not who I wanted to go next. So they're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to end up right here. They're missing all the traps. And then they're going to hit us for 2 again. I think we're going to end up losing from health at this point since we can't seem to get what we need here. But here's the good news. I can drop a snake pit here. I don't like doing this, but these 2 have to be hit by heroes in order for them to make it to the next dungeon. So if I do this, there's gonna be a lot of damage. It's 12 damage total. But I do have to roll this. Actually, no, I could have just used it. I'll just use it as the 1. And did I take my 2 damage? Well, let's see if I took my 2 damage. I did take my 2 damage, alright, and then we're just going to use the Underling to attack adjacent, so I don't have to put out something in another space. And then we're just going to roll and roll. Alright, so this is Riley again. This time I don't think they're going to be able to hit this spot, which is good. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. They're getting both the ruby, the rupee, I don't know if this is the money crystal, and the potion, and then they're going to end up right here. When they do that, this spike pick triggers, they take 3 damage. This spike pick triggers, they take 3 damage. So they're going to take 6 damage. Is that enough? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They get this, they get this. So I am going to end up taking 1 damage from them. We're down to 5 health left, so we really need something to go our way. And then now we have 2 3s, and I could drop a golem down somewhere, but the problem is I don't have any good spots to really drop it. So we're gonna, if I drop it here, I lose this snake trap. If I drop it here, I lose this snake trap. So we're gonna drop it here, I guess. And that's gonna hit Amador for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then now we're going to roll and roll. So Haros, who has not come out yet, is going to come out. They are 4. They're going to come out the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't land on any of this. So they're going to drop right here in between these two traps. And they are going to immediately take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage. That's pretty good. And then they're going to attack adjacent. So they're going to kill the underling, fortunately. And then they also always hit the boss. So I'm taking a damage. That's not the worst scenario for us, to be honest. This is not a very good scenario, though. This whole 1 and 6 dice. We want these to be something I can use with the golem. So first we're going to re-roll this. That was the worst outcome ever. Yeah, I don't even. That was the worst. Because now I'm gonna have to put out an underling and a spike trap, or yeah, I'm gonna end up having to take 2 spaces with this. This is not good. I can't even attack anything with it. I lost my underling, so I can't increase the dice. I guess I could do this. I can put a razor spring here. And then this doesn't do anything, but I'll put down this trap here. So no matter what happens, the heroes on this next turn are going to land here unless I get a 6 on their good dice. So let's see what happens. I did not get a 6. I did get a 3. So Finley is going to move onto this spot. And then I think the order is they activate first. So Finley is going to move all the way through this. He's going to get this crystal. All the way through this, he's going to get the key. All the way through this, he's going to get the potion. He's going to land right there. Boom. So now the dungeon's completed, but when he lands, these trap activates. He takes 6 points of damage. He only needs 3 to die, so he is gone. So he does not attack me, I don't think. I think they don't do their thing when they die. 1 second. Yeah, so since he dies, who was it that died? It was Finley. He does not attack anything. He does not attack the column. He would have attacked. I don't think he would have attacked this column, I think. Yep. So that's it. There's nothing I can do with my dice. So we move on to the next dungeon. We have 3 heroes left. All that setup that we had here is gone. So now we're going to have to rely, I think, more on the golems to finish this off for us, because we only have 4 health left. We do have 5 crystals to use. We are definitely now going to invest into dominate. And I think we're going to do that. I don't know. We'll do it in this middle column. Don't know why, but I guess because this stops anything. Well, I guess it doesn't matter since all the column attackers, but if we had this here, this would have stopped at least Finley from hurting us. But then we can just use the last two for this, I think. I don't think we're going to confuse anybody. We'll just do another maneuver cost. And then now we have to draw them somewhere here. I don't think it really matters, other than we don't want... we don't want to take up a space on the... I don't know why I'm doing that. Try that again. We don't want to take a space up on the green path. What I meant to say. Alright, so we now are facing two heroes at once, so I could end up losing right away. That is a problem that we also have to consider. Because if someone comes out, he comes down this way, I guess we should be fine. There's really no avoiding it. I think we're just gonna have to hope that we don't take a lot of damage somehow by rolling sixes maybe. But I do think we're gonna lose. Even though we have a lot of damage now, I think we took too much damage in the first dungeon. So anyway, let's roll. No sixes. So we gotta go in ascending order, so it's going to be Haros twice. He always hits the boss, so this is going to be pretty bad for us, I think. Well, I guess he only hits us twice. Haros attack always hits the boss in addition to targets in their standard range. So I don't know if that means he would hit us twice, but I don't think he hits us twice. I think he just always hits us once. So, I mean, it's not good, but 1, 2, 3, 4, he's gonna land here. Then 1, 2, 3, he's gonna land here. And he's gonna just do 2 damage to us. So yeah, it's definitely not good. I think the part that's really not good is the fact that he activated twice, which means that whatever we do this round, we can't kill 2 heroes at once. That would have maybe gave us an edge. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that changes anything. But I think we're going to lose. Actually, no, he doesn't activate here. We only take 1 damage because we have dominate in this row, in this column. So actually, we only take 1 damage. Maybe that'll be enough to save our situation. Now, I have a choice of killing him. Yeah, I think I'm going to kill him and drop a trap. Let's try to predict where Riley's going to end up. 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. So I think we're going to drop a trap right here with the 6. That takes care of Riley. I could re-roll this 3 times, or I could just kill Haros first. I think we're just gonna kill Haros first by dropping an underling right here. We drop an underling, Haros dies. So we might have a shot at this. I think I lost my first play last time too. But I think we might have a shot. If I would have had dominate here, that would have helped with Amador. And Riley's gonna die if he gets activated. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I just have to worry about Amador killing me, which I don't think he can, because he just attacks the row. We just have to be able to somehow do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. But not being able to do 6 damage is a problem. We could go the other way. No, because Riley has a better shot doing a surround attack and hitting this. Yeah, I don't... The problem we have is Amador's gonna drop here, then here, which makes it impossible to kill him with a trap in either of these spaces. He's gonna activate twice no matter what, unless we fix that. And if he lands here, he does damage. I put this trap here. One, two, three, four. I don't know what the right move is. Let's get rid of this. I think we're gonna put this trap here. Instead. And hope that we don't roll 2 5s. 1, 1, 2. You know what? Okay. We're gonna undo what I did. We are going to do the following. We're gonna leave Aros alive. Could be bad. Maybe I'm overthinking this. And instead, we're going to drop a... I need to re-roll this to be able to do it. So I have 3 re-rolls. All right, that's perfect. We're going to drop a razor trap right here. So now Riley can't land here. Riley or Amador is going to land on this trap first. Whoever lands here has a shot at taking a damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. Might not be the best play, but okay. Everything's locked in. Maybe we just roll 6s and we don't have to worry about any of this. Roll, roll. No 6s. Double 1s. Amador's going to come out. Alright, so Amador's going to come out first. He's going to land right here. He's going to attack this row, so I'm going to take a damage. But he's taking 3 damage from the trap. 1, 2, 3. Then he is going to move again. He's going to go right here. Going to pass by the trap and go there. And he attacks this row, and there's nothing in that row for him to deal with or to hurt. All right, so now we gotta think. I could try and put a guardian here and just kill both of these heroes right now. And then Riley is gonna come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Riley would kill themselves right here. But they kill me if they land there now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, this is rough. think I automatically die when Riley hits this spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there on their first drop. If I did not put this trap here, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, it still would end up there on a double activation. So what are my other moves here? I can't put a trap here, but I can make it so that if Amador activates again, it'd end up right here. Oh, okay. No, we have this. We have this. No, we don't have this. I need 2 traps. No, do I need 2 traps? No, I do not need 2 traps. Okay, I think we do have this. I am going to put an underling right here. Or actually, we're going to put a razor trap right here. So now when he activates, he's going to land next to this trap no matter what happens. If they activate next, 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing happens because they're in this column. And then I'm going to use the 6 to simply just put a trap right here. Actually, this kills both of them. So he activates, he dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. He's going to make it to there, he dies. Okay, I think that wins me the game. I think. Let's play it out. All right. Nothing happens. 3 is going to activate first. The 3 is going to be Haros. Haros is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And they die immediately from this trap. And then I suppose all my math still works, right? So I'll just put a 6. I mean, I don't think it matters. I could use the golem. Let's just kill this guy with the golem. We have the golem. Let's use the golem. And the golem's gonna do 3 damage to Amador. Actually, I need to re-roll this to be able to do that. There we go, 2 5s. So 1, 2, 3, 3 damage, can target 2. Doesn't matter, he's gone. So he's gone and he's gone. So whatever I roll next, Riley's gonna activate. Roll. Riley's gonna activate twice. Let's see if my math was correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't land here. 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 Lands here. This trap goes off. And they, even though they collected the coin this round, and they collected the potion, but it doesn't matter because I defeat all 5 of the heroes and I survive barely. I got really lucky that I put this dominate in this middle column. That would have killed me. Beyond that, I rolled a lot of 6s, so being able to get these 2 traps out also was pretty lucky. But yeah, as far as I can tell, unless I'm incorrect, I gained the full 50 points, gain 10 points for each defeated hero. You lose points for stolen items, but only if they are alive. So we have mastered the Grim Vampire map for Dungeon Pages Underboss. So anyway, that went a little bit longer than I hoped. Got very thinky at the end, and I only got to the second dungeon. But yeah, we took a lot of risk reward. I don't know if I made any rules mistakes, but as I always mention at the beginning of these videos, I do sometimes make rules mistakes. So point it in the comments if I did. And as always, if you like this kind of content, whoops, did not mean to trigger that. The best thing that you can do to help me out would be to like, subscribe, comment on these videos. You can check out my website, which is still being worked on, but that always helps, wakasm.com. I also have a Patreon, and I don't have many members, but I think I have one active and one non-active, but I still thank the non-active ones for now because I'm not a huge person with 5,000 Patreon members. But if you ever do want to support me a little bit financially, this is the way you could do it. And I do hope to, as always, do more with this channel, but like I said, my time is extremely limited right now, which is not something by choice. Maybe one day that will flip and I will get more attention here, but I understand that that's probably a impossible thing for me to do right now. So in the meantime, I'm just going to keep doing this because it helps me play games, it helps teach you how to play some games, might entertain you. And other than that, I will see you next time. I have some potato content that I'll be uploading soon. I do want to get a physical board game to a table. Did I never upgrade? Just realized. Did I never upgrade this? Did I just cheat? I don't think it mattered. I still did 2 damage. Actually, it might have mattered. What would have mattered anyway, because he came here, but I don't know if I did 3 damage to anything else with the golem. I just realized I never upgraded this last bit for the Guardian. I took it away, and now I don't know if I ever did any 3 damage using the Guardian or not. So this has a big asterisk to it. Let's use yellow, because I may have cheated. I would have to rewatch this. So let me know if I cheated. Let me know if I ever did 3 damage to something. Again, it may not have mattered because I had these traps here, but it may have mattered. I might have killed something before its time using the golems. I probably also could have upgraded this at some point sooner, but it is what it is. Again, rules mistakes happen. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Thank you.